welcome to this edition of the Power Circuit, a program brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, that takes you through its mandates in delivering bulk power in the power sector. Power Minister commissions Gagarawa Transmission Substation built by TCN in Jigawa State. TCN delivers 2 power projects, targets more shortly to improve power grid, says Acting MD. Acting MD of TCN conferred with Fellowship of Nigerian Institution of Power Engineers. I am Amara Agugoisi. Kindly stay with us for the next half hour. The Minister of Power, Engineer Salim Maman, has commissioned the 2x60 MVA 132-33 kV Gagarawa Transmission Substation in Jigawa State. Here is more reports on these milestone projects.
The commissioning of the brand new substation drew huge commendation by electricity consumers in Gagarawa community of Jigawa State, as they described the project delivered by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, as a landmark achievement. Speaking at the event, the Minister of Power, Engineer Salim Maman, said the project is designed to upgrade power supply to the industrial hub of the area in order to promote economic activities and increase revenue generation in Jigawa State and its environs.
It is with great pleasure that I speak to you today on the occasion of the commissioning of 2x60 MBN 132-33 kV Gagarawa substation. No doubt today's event is yet another demonstration of the Muhammad Buhari's administration to reposition national energy sector for maximum performance. This project is designed to upgrade power supply to the industrial hubs of the area in order to promote economic activities and increase revenue generation in Jigawa State and its environs. In addition, this project is expected to boost the supply of electricity to several local government areas of Jigawa State.
The minister further said the completion of the project is another demonstration of the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration to reposition the nation's energy sector to maximum performance.
In our efforts to address the challenges of the critical power infrastructure in the country, the federal government, through the Ministry of Power, has inaugurated several projects such as the recently commissioned 150 MBN 330-132 kV Komboto transmission substation in Kano, the construction of a 132-33 kV transmission substation at Kawa, Kogi State, and the commissioning of the 132 kV Katampe National Stadium transmission line project and the new 330-132-33 substation, New Upper Abuja.
Engineer Maman highlighted the other innovations the ministry is bringing to resolve the challenges in the power sector, including the recently launched Central Data Management System for digitizing the power grid and the National Mass Metering Program to ensure that more consumers have meters to properly measure their energy consumption. He also charged electricity consumers to desist from tampering with electricity meters and other electrical equipment.
On the part of the customers, I wish to call on the valued customers of all discos to desist from tampering with electricity meters and other electricity equipment. This is not only on account of protecting the revenue of discos, but also related to the safety customers, as they have been reported of customers losing life in the course of bypass meters.
Governor Abubakar Badaru of Jigawa State was full of gratitude to the President and the Minister of Power for making the project a reality after decades of delay.
This project was designed several years ago. A tower was done, but was abandoned. And it only see the budget process in 2012. And from 2012, when they started the project, it's get abundant too, until President Muhammad Buhari assumed mantle of leadership and decided to continue with all ongoing projects according to in the country.
Governor Badaru highlighted the impacts the new transmission substation will have on the state.
This project have already seen some development around this area. The rice mill there that was initially built to do 100 tons a day now have the capacity of 320 tons a day. We have seen developments going on.
The acting managing director of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, said more transmission infrastructure are coming on board with the support of the Minister of Power and the Presidential Power Initiative.
This program, which is anchored on the Presidential Power Initiative, have the following major components. All federal government funded projects, all internal donor funded projects, all internally generated revenue projects, the Siemens intervention projects, all in-house projects and service level improvement projects. It is worthy of note that this administration pays great attention to improving our operation in terms of prioritizing and upgrading our independent system operation, ISO sector, by SCADA and communication equipment upgrades. Our national control centers, regional control centers, and substation control centers upgrade and rehabilitation are all part of the NECBAM program.
Engineer Abdulaziz further said TCN has built more capacity and that these massive expansion programs are being driven by the in-house engineers of TCN.
All these programs are going to be driven by our staff, hence staff welfare is top on the priority as well. This Gagara transmission substation is one of the several ongoing projects under TCN that was abandoned at a very advanced stage of completion by the last administration of no good engineering or project management reason. We thank God that we are commissioning it for use today.
He also highlighted the impact of the new Gagarawa power transmission substation to deliver electricity supply to the consumers.
It will take care of suppressed load in Gagara and environs by delivering mobile electricity to some load centers of Kano Electricity Distribution Company, KEDCO, for onward transmission to consumers in Jigawa State and environs. With the commissioning of this project today, the following towns and areas will have considerable improvement in their power supply. That's Gagala local government, Tauro local government, Ringib local government, Gumil local government, and Miga local government.
The TCN MD and CEO appreciated the determination of President Muhammadu Buhari, the minister, and the massive support of the governor of Jigawa State towards the project delivery.
May I see this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Muhammadu Buhari, for his avowed commitment towards addressing power sector challenges in the country, and the Honorable Minister of Power, Engineer Salomon Man, for his determination to ensure that this administration goal for the power sector is achieved. I also would like to appreciate the good people and the Executive Governor of Jigawa State for your support and cooperation during the course of this project. Of particular reference is the construction of the road leading to this substation. We thank you, Your Excellency. For us at TCN, it is a new beginning as today's event marks another milestone in our collective resolve to take Nigerian power sector to the next level of efficiency and effectiveness. It is also an indication that a government-owned company such as TCN can and is taking giant strides in expanding its capacity to make bulk electricity more readily available. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making out time to attend the commissioning of the Gagara substation project. Once again, I welcome you all to this commissioning ceremony. We pledge to continue to do our best to increase capacity in underserved areas, as well as extend the transmission grid to unserved areas to ensure we efficiently and effectively move bulk electricity everywhere in Nigeria.
In his remarks, the Executive Director of Transmission Service Provider at TCN, Engineer Victor Adewumi, explained the technical brief and the capacity of the transmission substation.
the federal government of Nigeria, through Transmission Company of Nigeria, awarded a contract for the construction of this Jigawa substation, which is 2 by 60 MVA, 132 by 33 kV substation here in Jigawa State to Messrs Power Control and Appliances Limited in the year 2012. This project started exactly at the 15th of March 2012 with the initial completion period of 24 months, which was later reviewed and amended due to insufficient funding. This project is designed to improve power and by so doing improve the life of the good people of Jigawa State and improve their socio-economic activities. The project is designed with 2 units of 60 MVA power transformers and which is supposed to deliver 96 megawatts to the good people of Jigawa State through 6 number 33 kV outgoing feeder.
The group managing director of the contracting firm, Messrs Power Control and Appliances, Mr. Saram Manu, said the company has delivered several projects for TCN with management support.
We can say proudly, by God's grace and all the support from all the people over here, we have successfully completed 4 projects, including this one, over the period of 2 years. In the past 2 years, I can say so. Even in the hard times, the projects we have completed before now are reinforcement of Uppila 132 by 33 kV substation with 1 by 60 MVA, 132 by 33 kV power transformer, and then installation of 2 by 40 MVA, 132 by 33 kV power transformers at Daura and Bay Extension at Katsina. We would like to thank all present here and those who have give valuable time associated with our project.
The Emir of Gumel, His Royal Highness Ahmed Mohammed Sani II, said the new project was a milestone for his subjects as the people now have hope for more power supply.
The acting managing director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, said the company has delivered 2 bulk power transmission projects since he assumed office a few months ago, noting that more projects will be ready shortly for commissioning to improve the power grid.
Engineer Abdulaziz disclosed this at a press briefing in Abuja as he welcomed pressmen to his maiden briefing since he assumed office. Engineer Abdulaziz further highlighted the achievements of TCN under the present management team towards advancing the national grid.
As you have seen recently, we have commissioned Gagara substation. More are coming. We have finished Ogba in Lagos, Ikeja West, Akure will soon come, Katsina substation, and a lot of them. So our projects are now moving.
While urging the support from the general public to enable TCN to continue to deliver on its mandates, Engineer Abdulaziz noted that the core function of TCN was to always have more capacity to transmit generated power to the distribution load centers.
As MD of TCN, I want to take TCN ahead to a new level. Now, what is the main job of TCN? Our main function is to transfer electricity from generation to distribution companies. So it means what we have to do first is to make sure that we have a robot grid that can transmit power anytime and to any place. So our first priority is to make sure that all the ongoing projects are completed.
He noted that he has studied some of the issues with the delayed projects and they are being fixed.
Since I came, my background is projects. So I look at the issues. Why these projects are not moving? What are the constraints? I liaise with the Honorable Minister of Power. The things that are supposed to be forwarded to FEC, we try to write memos and get those approvals. Then with IDEC, Ministry of Finance, Customs, we have been liaising with them so that projects are resolved.
He also said some of the projects have been delayed for over 10 years and things have changed so fresh negotiations have been done.
Then the contractors also, we had a lot of meeting with them, try and look at their challenges. Some of these projects have been lingering for over 10 years. As you are all aware, prices have changed. We negotiated with them. Some of them, we have to approve some of their variations. So with this now, our projects are moving.
On the effort to promote maintenance culture of the transmission network, the TCN helmsman noted that spare parts are being procured massively.
Let's take a break. More reports will come your way afterwards.
Did you know that our high-tension transmission cables were built to withstand high temperatures except artificially induced ones such as fire? Did you know that burning bush or refuse dumps by TCN transmission tower base or along the transmission line's right-of-way is an offense? Did you know that the fire can cause high-tension transmission lines to snap and fall to the ground, electrocuting living things within the line radius? Did you know that extreme fire can cause the legs of transmission towers to buckle, and that buckling of the main frame of a tower would lead to its collapse and may even pull down other towers along that transmission line's route, causing untold damage to the line? Now that you know, yes, now that you know, TCN is calling on all citizens of Nigeria to please desist from destroying our collective national investments. Be careful, do not set fire on trash or burn bush beside transmission towers or under electricity lines nationwide. Help us preserve the transmission grid and save the nation from blackout. TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The acting managing director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, has been conferred with the Fellowship of the Nigerian Institution of Power Engineers, NIPE. Next is the report.
At the decoration of the awardees at the TCN headquarters in Abuja, President of NIPE, Engineer Israel Abraham, said the conferment on Engineer Abdulaziz and that of Engineer Adewumi was well deserved.
Our reason for coming is actually to confer on Engineer Sule Abdulaziz, the MD of TCN, and the EDTSP, Engineer Badiwo Victor, the fellowship of our institution. Today's meeting, or sitting right here with us today, is the opportunity to actually carry out one of the assignments we accord to persons or people that have actually transcended the space of the ordinary. What that I'm trying to mean by that is that we have our members, everyone is a member, but when one or two had put certain contributions which we consider exceptional, and there's a need to say, look, you have done something, we want to honor you so that you can do more, because the general adage or wise saying is that the payment for good work is more work. So our coming here is actually to say that look, you've been doing something well. We want to honor you on that, but we want to advise, we want to also seek your person to say, look, our giving you this honor is to actually tell you that we believe you are doing something, but you can take it higher and into a more bigger level, so that we are also honored by that, because by your person, you're actually showing forth the glory that exists in the institution.
He said the scope of the institution cuts across the entire value chain of the power sector.
Our institution is the Nigerian Institution of Power Engineers, the body, the umbrella body of all engineering practitioners in the power industry. Our coverage goes around the entire value chain: transmission, generation, distribution, metering, just every part that makes up the power value chain. All the engineers in this industry are practically our members. In fact, by default, they are members, because we are all in one boat, and you are out, we are still in. Whether you want to work along with us or not, we are still a person, and we cannot do without you, because we need the synergy of everyone to get the industry to work efficiently.
Engineer Abraham then proceeded to robe the acting MD, CEO of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, and afterwards the NIPE President, Engineer Abraham, robed the Executive Director TSP at TCN, Engineer Victor Badebo Adewumi.
I, Engineer, you put your name there,
Sila Ahmed Abdulaziz,
hereby declare
that
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
to all the ethics
to all the ethics and values
of the institution
of
power engineers.
That
I will abide by all instruments that have been so issued by the institution as regard our membership. That I will enable all members who are other colleagues of mine to receive the same level of respect that I have. So help me God. I, Engineer
Victor Adewumi,
hereby declare
that
I will be faithful
to
all the ethics and values
of the
Nigerian Institution of Power Engineers. That I will accord the same respect that is given to me to others members of the institution. So help me God. Congratulations, sir.
In his remarks, the acting MD CEO of TCN, Engineer Abdulaziz, said it was a great thing to have the honor to be conferred with the fellowship.
It is my great pleasure to be here today and to be given this great honor. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank Engineer Israel for what he has done.
Commenting, Engineer Adewumi said he was glad to get the conferment of the fellowship.
It always gives one joy when you attain the peak of your career and then you are being recognized for it. So it's a very good thing. I want to show my appreciation for being accorded this award. Like the president himself said, the reward for this kind of award is more work. And I've always said this, that in the power industry, especially in our own Nigeria, there is no way you can get the quality of the power engineers you have, especially in our own organization, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, because we are proud. We are the best among the practitioners in this country. So I really want to appreciate this, and I hold this one very, very dear to me.
Shortly afterwards, the NIPE President, Engineer Israel Abraham, conferred the fellowship of the institution on the Assistant General Manager Technical Services of the Shiroro region of TCN, Engineer Abubakar Muhammad Abdulaziz. He was adorned with the NIPE robe, had the oath taken, and was issued a certificate during the ceremony.
As we sign out on this episode, let's take a look at the stories again. Minister of Power commissions Gagarawa Transmission Substation built by TCN in Jigawa State. TCN delivers 2 power projects, targets more shortly to improve power grid, says acting MD. And you've heard that the acting MD CEO of TCN has been conferred with an award of Fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Power Engineers, along with the Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider at TCN. Thank you for always staying with us on the Power Circuit program. You can view this episode and the previous ones on TCN's YouTube channel. We implore you to interact with us on these platforms as your inputs help TCN to deliver on its mandate. Please remember to keep observing the safety protocols stipulated by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, to curb the spread of COVID-19. I am Amara Agogesi. Bye for now.